Good morning, boys and girls. It's Friday. The sun's out. It's a pandemic, yet it's a beautiful day to do business. As you may have heard some of the statistics, we sell 1,000 homes a month. There's only 900 available between Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. Things are hot. The market is changing, chasing these listings. What was that, Karen?
I
Sorry.
didn't say anything.
Okay. But you know what I noticed over the last couple of weeks is that the list we're sending out with canceled listings, expired listings, and the number seems to be getting better. So we're getting more, right? I think this week we sent out, including yesterday, about 700 numbers for the week for sale by owner, for rent by owner, and expired listing. And the argument is, if I'm a for sale by owner, my goal should be, if I get 1, 2, 3 contacts, they pick up the phone and I say hello, I should get in, I should be able to meet one of them. Okay, that's the thought. So whatever we're doing, how do I get to that point of 1 and 3? And that's what I want to, that's why we're going to do this. And that's why we're going to role play for a moment. And we're going to do everything we can to pick up one thing so I can set that appointment. Okay. So who's made some calls and wants to talk to me or discuss with us the conversation that you had and how you, and what they said that you couldn't get there? Mark, Alex, Noel, Patricia, anybody? Somebody talk to me. Come on,
I'll talk to you, Ron.
all right, let's go.
So I made a couple calls to a couple people, and some people are very stubborn, obviously. And this one lady in specific, she's more of just like, I know what my home is worth. You don't need to tell me. You know, if you can find me a buyer, you know, we'll talk. But for right now, you know, until then, I don't want to see you. I don't want anything. I don't need you to tell me how much my house is worth. You know, I know the comps. I know this.
Okay.
You know.
So let's role play, Mark. You ready?
Alex, but yeah.
Let's role play. Hold on a second. Check. Do you hear? Do you hear me now?
I hear you.
Okay. Okay. I was messing with my sound, and that's actually better for me. Okay. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Say hello, Mark.
Oh, hello?
Mark? Who am I role playing with? Mark?
No, Alex.
Oh, that was you talking to me, Alex?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay, so let's. So Alex, you just answer the phone. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, good morning, Alex. Ron Yanks from the Kai's company. Oh my God, I see you're moving. Where are you moving to?
Nowhere yet. I mean, I'm in no rush to move anywhere, really. I'm just, you know, looking to see what I can get for my house.
Fantastic. So describe your home for me real quick.
So nothing really. It's just like a 3-2, a nice little pool in the back. That's all really.
Okay, 3-2, pool in the back. So I see you're asking, how much is it again? $400,000?
Yeah, 400,000.
Fantastic. And if you got your $400,000, you're saying you're not sure where you'd move, but you'd move.
Yeah, I'd move. I'd probably find a place.
Okay, fantastic. In the area, in the immediate neighborhood, or you move into a different neighborhood? Anything to do with work or the kids' school or anything like that?
I'm looking to move closer to the water.
Oh, fantastic, man. Yeah, I cycle Key Biscayne almost every morning. It's just beautiful seeing the sunrise, because I just live so close to the water myself. I just love it. So let me ask you, if you get your price, the $400,000, and let's say I had a cash buyer today to bring over, okay? And if they offered you 375, would you consider it?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it, but possibly.
Okay, 375. So 370, 378. Would that do it?
Maybe if it's a cash, I mean, yeah, I don't see why
Yeah,
not.
cash. Cash will get you out. No more showings. No more staying. No more making sure the lawn is perfect. No, cleaning up the underwear every morning because you may have somebody come over. So 378, you consider it, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fantastic. Now, if I brought you 378, would you be comfortable paying a commission? Any commission? 3%, 4%? Would you consider?
If you found me the buyer, absolutely, yeah, sure.
Fantastic. Listen, it's Friday, 9:30 in the morning. So Alex, I need to know: are you working with a trainer, or are you working on your own?
Me actually, yeah, I'm still working with Karen.
Fantastic. So when you're working with a trainer or a coach, sometimes a partner, I prefer that you schedule the appointment 3 days out, so you have plenty of time to sit, learn the process, and set the appointment. If I'm working on my own, right? And today's Friday, Saturday, either I want to work Sunday or want to make it Monday. So now they said, just remember, we're at 378, and they've considered paying me a commission. Great. And then I would say, listen, I'm sure you guys showings over the weekend. I'm working with some buyers Saturday and Sunday. So how about I come out on Monday? Is 10:30 in the morning good for you, or is 3:30 in the afternoon better?
Okay.
Which is better, 10:30 in the morning or 3:30 in the afternoon?
I'm a morning person, so go ahead and just do 10 o'clock.
Great.
10:30.
So 10:30 works for me. And if what I say makes sense, if you feel comfortable that I can get your home sold for your price, your terms, your condition, plus my commission, you'd consider it, right?
Yeah.
Great. I look forward to meeting you 10:30. All right. So that was an easy one. Okay. When I thought Mark had the one where they said that, who told me that they don't want the prize, they don't need any help or anything like that. Here's the idea. On the phone, when we're making these calls, we only have one goal: set an appointment. We don't want to discuss commission, price, length of listing, nothing. We have one simple goal: set the appointment. A lot of times they're going to say, wait. How much is your commission? Right? Does that ever happen? Sure it happens. What do you charge? How much is your commission? Right? That's what happens. So what's an answer? Who can answer that? I see David and Karen. on the phone. I think, I want to hope you guys know the answer, but if they ask, how much is your commission? What's the answer?
We'll talk about it
Oh,
when
is
I get
that-
there. Or, yeah.
Getting that pretty good.
Is that the only question you had for me?
What was that?
Is that the only question that you had for me? Or is that your only
Oh,
concern?
is that the only question you have for me? Okay, so she's qualified, right? Yeah, that's the only question I have. Oh, okay, we stopped. Okay. Alex,
Okay, great. So that'll be the first thing we discuss when I get there tomorrow.
bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so let's do it again, Alex. So
Yeah.
the question is, how much is your commission? Hey, you're right on track. That's going to be the first thing I cover with you when I meet you Monday at 10:30. Any more questions? Okay. No, you don't understand. You're not coming over to my house until you tell me how much your commission is. Wow, Alex, I can appreciate that. Makes perfect sense. But you know what, Alex, I don't even know your home fits to within my marketing campaign. When I come out Monday at 10:30, and at that time, we meet face to face, eye to eye. And at that time, I feel that your home fits within my marketing campaign, and you feel comfortable that I can sell your home for your price, terms, plus my commission. I mean, Alex, between you and me, we'll be able to negotiate a commission that we both feel comfortable with. Fair enough? All set?
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so that's commission. Pricing. You know, I was talking with somebody yesterday. $600,000 FSBO, not worth but $500,000. Okay, that's what it was. Set the appointment. You set the appointment. We don't discuss price, terms, conditions till we go. Our goal, depending on how much money we want to make every year, is to set $100,000. You're setting a listing appointment every other week. Okay? You're setting a listing appointment every other week. My goal should be at least one listing appointment a week. Some of us are doing 2, 2.5, 3 listing appointments a week on their own. Okay? Who else wants to talk about like what we think are objections that we think we can't get past? Who's got one? Karen, Noel, Mark, Mirta, anybody?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so when you make the call, right, if the most important goal is to set the appointment, okay, not just make the calls, okay? You know, we've had a group office call-a-thons, right? And in those call-a-thons, in managing for all the time that I have, I've learned that between 50 and 165 contacts, you make a deal. You get a listing. You set an appointment, you get the listing. So 50 to 165. If you're making 20 contacts a day, that's roughly 2 weeks, you got an appointment set. Okay, so that's the goal. We got to get out and meet the people. Sometimes, no matter what we say, they think all realtors are alike, which we're not. There's no one more wanting to help them get to where they're looking to go than us at Kai's. We're looking to help them as best we can. But they think we're all the same. They think possibly that You know, if they yell, holler, and scream at you, you're going to go yell, holler, and scream at someone else. So sometimes people can be a certain persona over the phone, hard.
Mhm.
And then when you get there face to face, eye to eye, they're a totally different person. You want the meanest, baddest for sale by owner chasing all the other realtors away, because you're not going to race away. You're going to create conversation. So let's go through it again. I call them. Who wants to role play with me? Take yourself off mute and talk to me.
What if they keep asking if you have a buyer? Do you have a buyer?
Wow. Hey, Alex, you know,
Yeah.
great question. I like that. Alex, whose office you in?
I'm in the Weston office.
Cool. Weston's doing about around, I don't know, around maybe 1,000 transactions a year. Okay. Hollywood office is writing about 1,000. We're closing about 850 transactions a year. Alex, I'm so glad you asked that question. Me and my team are selling about 45 homes in the last 30 days. Yeah, we're working with buyers and sellers. You know, here on the phone, I don't know if your home's going to meet to the needs of any of my buyers, quite honestly, right? I mean, just like when I come out and meet with you, and when I meet with you face to face, eye to eye, Alex, and at that time, you think that guy, Ron Yanks, he's going to be able to sell my home for my price, my terms, and he's going to add his commission on top. And you're comfortable with that, right? Okay, let's just go with that. Now, I don't know if I can help you here over the phone, but when I come out and I see your home, and at that time, it makes sense, I'll let you know. I promise I'll be different than most of the other brokers and associates that call you. Like, I'm comfortable to be able to tell you, Alex, the truth. Are you comfortable? Are you okay with me telling you the truth? You don't want me to be like all the other brokers, just telling you what you want to hear just to get the listing, right? You want to know the truth, correct?
Right.
Okay. 10:30 Monday, I'll come out, I'll take a look around. I'll let you know if your property meets with any of our buyers. I'll let you know if your property meets within my marketing campaign. At that time, I promise to give you some information, tell you some truth that can either help you sell on your own, or if it makes sense, you feel confident, I can get you your price, your terms, your conditions, and my commission on top, maybe we can do business. So 10:30 Monday works, right?
Yeah, Monday works.
Great. So listen, I have a morning appointment. So I'm letting you know I'm going to be there between 10:30 and 10:40 because I'm coming from the other side of town. I want to run any red lights or, rolling stops through the stop signs to get in trouble. So 10:30, 10:40, I'll see you promptly then, okay?
All righty.
Great. Don't set an appointment for 10:30. Do the 10:30, 10:40, make it a 10-minute spread. Because if you show up at 10:28, you're early. If you show up at 10:31, you're late. If you're on the road and you hit a school zone that you weren't anticipating, you're going to be late. It's going to drive you crazy. Have a range, 10-minute range. Let them know you're coming from another appointment from the other side of town. Set it up that. Otherwise, 10:30, they're looking out the window. Where is he? Where is he? Okay. All right. What else are we finding when we're making the calls?
Ron, I have a question.
Tell me.
So that intro or what you were talking about, you know, they're asking 400. Will you take 375? How did you come up with that? Like, are you just figuring out the commission, or are you just throwing a number out there, or what's the logic behind it?
Great. Alex, focus on this. 3%. Typically, a for sale by owner, it's one of two things. Either they want to pay a zero, but 75% of them, 80% of them, they're prepared to pay us 3% commission, period. They don't want to pay the list side. They just want to pay the buy side. They want to pay someone, the buyer's agent, to go to war with them. That's what they're doing, right? So 3% we're talking about. So 3% on $400,000 is 12 grand, right? So really, all I got them to do, 12 grand would be 388, right? So 388 is that number. So when no matter what price they tell me, like let's say they say $600,000, right? I want to start at 550, and I want to work the number to see what number they settle on, because then I've got, then I'm just, look how good they're negotiating over the phone. I haven't even seen it to see if it's the right thing for my client, and they're negotiating $25,000 off the price. How good are they, right? So I want to know, so when I show up and they say they don't want to pay commission, but you said you take 378, hell, right? 378, and you were paying 3% on that. You know, I'm going to make you more than that, and the numbers work. The numbers work. 378, they're paying me 3%. I might be able to bring them 400,000. They're making more cash in pocket. They're making an extra 12, 18,000 bucks. Is it more better? They don't realize that. Okay? They're just trying to make the most money for them. They're trying to negotiate what's best for them. Don't have any fault with that. Smile, be nice. The most important thing is where they're going, why they're selling. That's the most important thing. So, David's question was like, how'd you pick a number? Nah, I'm just picking a number. Tell me 500,000. I want to start at 450. They're going to say, no, I'd never do 450. Okay, I understand it. But, and then I repeat, follow me now. Wait, David, cash buyer. We could be done this weekend. You don't have to stay home to babysit the house. You don't have to have the yard in immaculate condition anymore. You don't need to do all the cleaning, yell at the kids for what their bedrooms look like. You don't have to sit home where they text you saying they're on their way and you're getting the house just right. You didn't go to the beach today because they said they were coming over. 2 hours later, they text, I drove by, I don't like the street, thank you anyway. That's what happens as a for sale by owner. People make appointments with them. They stay home. They're worried, you know, they're getting all nervous. No, you don't like to return phone calls. For sale by owners don't like to return phone calls. That's why we keep calling them. Okay? So stay on point. Set the appointment. Don't worry about commission. Don't worry about price. Find out their motivation to sell. Well, you do want to get to Orlando with the grandkids, right? Okay, thank God we're not selling this 2 years ago when prices were down. We're getting top dollar today. Okay? I don't want to pay commission. Listen, you can show my house. How about this one, David? But I'm not paying a red cent penny for commission. I'm paying 0. Okay? What do you say? Oh my God, thanks for thinking about that. That's what you say. Keep going. I'm suggesting to you for every 3 FSBOs, they want to sell, they're trying to get the hell out. For every 3 FSBOs, you should be setting an appointment. Price, mission, that's it. They say, you know, you can come over, but, you know, what else do they say? You can come over, but I'm not signing anything. Right? Okay, follow this one, Alex. Hey, I appreciate. Hey, just so we know, Alex, the last thing I'd want you to do is sign my listing appointment. Okay? So, see you at 10:30? Alex, what'd that sound like? It sounds like I don't want the deal, right? So I don't know what person or who it was, but somebody says the subconscious doesn't know a joke. You've heard that before? The subconscious doesn't know a joke. So when I say plainly, hey, Alex, the last thing I want when I come over at 10:30 on Monday is your listing, okay? Just so you know, okay? Fair enough? So it sounds like I'm joking, right?
Yeah.
The last thing. But that's the last thing I want, Alex. The last thing I want is the listing. And that's what they're hearing. Okay? They don't save it. They don't object to it. When I say, Alex, the last thing I'd want is your listing, okay? Just so we know. So 10:30 works. And then don't be afraid to say, any other questions? And that's when you're going to get the commission. Well, how much is your commission? So why would they want to know how much your commission is? They want to know because, okay, he's coming over. If I choose him, how much am I going to have to pay? That's what he's thinking. That's what she's thinking. Okay? How much is your commission? Okay? Wow. Hey, you're right on point. Alex, that's going to be the first thing we'll cover when I meet with you, 10:30 Monday morning. Fantastic. Any other questions? Great. See you Monday, 10:30, 10:40. I'm coming from the other side of town. I don't want to, you know, run a red light, speed too fast. See you then. Mark, I haven't heard from you. Got anything to add, Mark?
I got one more thing actually, Ron. When they say, you know, when do you have a buyer? You're like, yeah, I got, you know, I'm working with buyers this weekend. What if they're like, okay, well, bring the buyer over. And then that's it. That's the only way you're coming over is if you bring a buyer over.
Wow. Alex, you know, you're right on point. But just like when I meet with you, and at that time we feel comfortable and confident, and you feel confident that you're going to sign the listing with me, right? You want me to represent you, okay? When I'm working with buyers, and especially in this price range that you're in, 400,000, 500,000, 1 million, 2 million, 300,000, it doesn't matter, okay? In your price range, I mean, just like you're going to sign a listing agreement with me, the buyers sign a buyer broker with me, okay? And what that means is I'm going to help them, I'm going to represent them to help them find their home. So they, I mean, if you wouldn't want me to waste your time, right? Absolutely not. Why would I bring a buyer to a home that I haven't verified condition if it meets my client's expectations? That wouldn't happen. I mean, you wouldn't want to waste the time with me. I mean, right? It doesn't happen. No.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that. But like I said earlier, me and my team, we sold 45 homes in the last 30 days. You know, we're working with buyers and sellers every day. Yeah. Any other questions?
Cool.
Anything else? Or if you want, Alex, just come back and give me another. No, but you don't understand. Be the owner.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think now because I mean, like, you know, it's great, like the information I'm getting. Like, you know, I don't see how I could even like turn it down. You know, it's like,
Right.
you know,
So here's the idea. Even an argument with your significant other, right? And I lose all those fights. Okay. Take the objection off the table. Whatever it is, just take it off the table. Price, terms, condition. Other than that, I think it was Karen or Karen. You got more than one over there? Because I thought I heard a different voice. They said any other any other objections, any other idea or something like that. Like so whatever it is when you're working with a buyer, seller, negotiating the contract. Okay, other than the price, are you comfortable? Are you confident? You know, I like to get 3. Okay, so like when I'm there, when I'm physically there, when I'm physically in front of you, right? I'm going to close. And, you know, people in my office, they know it. You can't see my pen. Oh, there it is. So you see my pen. So what I do is I take my pen out and then I look at the listing agreement where I want them to sign. And I just hand them the pen, right? And I don't look at them. I just hand them the pen. I'm left-handed, so I kind of notice if people are left-handed or right-handed all the time. And I just kind of hand them the pen towards the hand I expect them to sign with. They're either right-handed or left-handed. And I don't look at them. I'm like a dog. I don't look at them. And I look at the listing agreement. And I just stare at it and I hand them the pen. Okay. So typically they have one objection for you. Okay. And you overcome that. And then you go on and you ask again. This is about scheduling from a phone call to get to the appointment. There's nothing they should be able to say to you, Alex, Mirta, Mark, Noel, Patricia, David, Karen. There's nothing they should be able to say to you that you can't get over. I don't care what it is. We got to go through probate first. Dad died. Great. Let me come by, take a look. You know, we could set it up. We can have the home sold under contract. And then within 45 days, the probate court will write it off. You know, give permission to sell. We've had, you know, I got to tell you, when we were making the calls, and within this last month, we had 2 appointments where both people had died of COVID. Okay. One, she was an older woman. It was, I think, a nephew that was handling it. And when we get him on the phone, he says, yeah, I don't want to pay another homeowners association fee. Come on over. Okay. Had another one where they were planning to sell, a husband and wife. The husband died. In her mind, they were selling, but it wasn't on the market. Okay. So we hooked up. The whole goal, take every objection off. Commission, right? That's one thing. Hey, you're right on track. That's the first thing I cover with you when I meet you Monday at 10:30. No, you don't understand. How much is it? Hey, I haven't even seen a home. I don't even know if your property fits within my marketing campaign. But if on Monday at 10:30, we decide it does, and you feel comfortable, I'm the right agent for the job of selling your home for your price, your terms, plus my commission, I mean, you will want to get started, right? Yeah, but how much is your commission? Hey, between you and me, at that time, we'll negotiate a commission that we both feel comfortable with. How long, I love this one. Wait, how long is your commission? I'm sorry, how long is your listing, right? Alex, that's fine, but how long is your listing agreement for? Go on, Alex. Alex? But you're not, Alex, I kind of like what you're saying, Alex, but you know, how long is your listing agreement for? Because I need to be sold.
Well, for right now, I don't even know if, I'll have a listing with you. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if your house fits my marketing campaign or if it fits my buyer's criteria.
Cool.
But I mean,
Stop.
depending on.
How about this, Alex? Ask me a question.
What's that?
Ask me the question, how long my listing agreement's for?
How long's your listing agreement for?
Until it sells. That's what we're doing, right? We're going to sell the house.
Yeah,
10:30.
until it sells.
That's what we're doing, right? Selling the house. You like that one, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay, but be hard with me. Don't you? No. How long is it for?
How long is it for? What if my house doesn't sell?
You know, I appreciate that. That's going to be the first thing that we'll cover when I meet with you Monday at 10:30. Any other questions? No. How long is it for? Use the same thing. When I get there, we see the thing fits within my marketing campaign. You feel comfortable. We'll negotiate a time and how long it should take. Fair enough? But when they're in front of you, right? Or even over the phone, like we just did. When they're in front of you and we're going over the listing contract, and they typically, the sellers typically want to know what? How much my property's worth, how long will it take, or how long will you list it for, and what's your commission? That's it, right? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I love how long is your listing for? How long is your listing for? Until it sells, right? That's what we're doing. We're going to sell the home. Anything else? Anybody getting something different? Okay. When you prospect, please stand up. I'm standing now. Okay. I got a thing in the office. I bought it. I saw it online for $97 on Amazon. And I walked into Costco and it was $99. I just picked it up and took it. So they got those rising desks, that sit. You can get 2 monitors on it and all. And stand up. Be comfortable. Make sure you're smiling on this side. Okay? Even if you're faking it, smile. If I want to do business with someone, man, I want it to be enjoyable. I don't want to deal with a negative Ned, right? Mr. It's Ron Yanks from the guys. You thought or considered selling your home. No. Be smile. Be the realtor associate that gets all the listings. Be the realtor associate that gets all the appointments when they make the call. Who is that person? Just be that persona for the 90 minutes that you're making calls. Fake it. Fake the smile. Okay? Call the people. The hardest calls, as you get going is, the first 2-3 calls so you get going, right? And then don't screw up. Once you set an appointment, don't jump up and down and run around the office and say, I got an appointment. No, pick up the phone because you're hot. You're hot. Pick up the phone, make the next call. Setting another one for Wednesday. Setting another one for Thursday. Okay, you're hot. Those are my suggestions for you. Do you, David, do you want to role play the price point on how much they're asking in commission, or are you comfortable?
What the call?
Yeah, they say they want 575,000, and then I want to qualify. Oh, okay. And if I bring you a cash buyer, $575,000, you're comfortable paying a commission? And they say yes. Okay, great. 6%?
No, I'll pay you 3%.
Oh, okay, I understand. 3%. So let me ask you a question, Mr. Silla. If your property fits with my marketing campaign and meets with some of my buyers' needs, and I need to come out and verify it, but at that time, cash buyer today, then you repeat all the things. You know, I don't know if any of you've been a for sale by owner before. If you've tried to buy, I don't know if you've tried to buy a for sale by owner, okay? When you see the for sale by owner signs and you're driving in your car, you should call them. Oh crap, I call them. Sometimes I don't get return phone calls. Sometimes they call me 4 days later. I don't even remember which house it was. Okay, looking to buy another duplex or something. You know, it's difficult for them to be business-like, and that's why they need us. So, when you make the calls, when you negotiate over the phone, take everything off the market. I like to do that. They say in this one we said 575. So I'd start, hey, 540 cash. No more showings, no more staying home, no more answering phone calls, no more trying to return phone calls, no more trying to Google the number to see if they're not crazy people or crooks or wanted for murder. Now think about it. People will Google a phone number to see if they can find out who that person is, right? I mean, remind them it's COVID, okay? Remind them of all the things they're going through. And it's hard to remember those if you haven't tried to buy or try to sell, you know, on your own, try to do these things. But they do that. You know, they got to stay home, and you hear these stories when they tell them to you that, you know, they were home all day. The guy said he'd be there in the morning, and then morning became lunch, and then they never called again. Meanwhile, they didn't go to the beach that day because this one guy was coming over. You know, they're tired of that. Okay? Help them help themselves by being the Kai's real estate associate they need to get them the most cash in their pocket, to take care of all their needs, to make it seamless and simultaneous, to get them from here to there. All right. Let's see. I have a case that isn't a FSBO. Can I ask you? Sure, let's talk about it. Patricia. I took you off mute, Patricia. So I think we've covered for sale by owners. They want to sell. They just don't want to pay a commission, or they don't want to pay a whole commission. Okay. Now,
I have one more run.
Great. I'm excited. Tell me.
So, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I just want to try myself first. So why don't you call me in a month? And if we haven't sold it, then we can talk to you then.
Fantastic. So let me ask you a question. You said you were asking $600,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So cash buyer today, no realtors involved. David, would you take 550?
Ah, no, you're crazy. What kind of offer is that?
I'm asking. I know how difficult it is to be a for sale by owner. You know, staying home, answering the calls, getting back to everybody, taking the pictures. It is COVID, worrying about the people wearing their masks, worrying about if they're bringing infection into your home. All these things, I understand. So, what, you think 565?
No, I'm not desperate. Listen, I'm not in a rush. You know, I can hold on to it. So I don't have to give it away like that.
I'm not looking. Hey, 575 is not giving it away. Okay, $500,000 plus. No, you're not giving away anything. So what's the number? The one number you want to go be is 580. What's that number?
Yeah, I think 585, I'll consider.
Okay, so 585. So if I could bring you 585, no commissions, cash, we could have a deal. It's possible we'd have a deal, right?
Yeah, I think we could, yeah.
Great. Listen, Monday, 10:30. Let me come over. 20 minutes. I'll give you some information, and either it makes sense or it doesn't. But you'll be smarter by speaking with me, and either I can bring you that buyer or I can't. I promise to be truthful, honest, and we'll make a decision together when I meet you 10:30 Monday. Fair enough?
Yeah, it's fine, but I'm not listing the property.
Exactly. The last thing I want you to do is list with me. So 10:30 works?
All right.
Hey, that was a good one, huh, guys? Thank you, David. I loved it. Okay? I don't want to
Right.
Go ahead.
Ron, sorry,
Yes.
it's Karen. Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
What if they,
No,
have
tell me.
sold, 10 homes for sale by owner? They always sell for sale by owner.
Okay, so
They
hold on a
don't
sec.
They don't want.
So David just said they don't want a realtor. They don't want anything for 30 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I did that whatever it's called. I don't have a name for it. And I found out their bottom line. We found that their bottom line was 585, right? And then this one said, I'm not paying a commission, whatever. I didn't even ask about commission. I set the appointment. You understand? I set the appointment. No other realtors going over there because they couldn't get past that. You understand?
Mhm.
They said, oh, okay. And they went on to the next call. Or maybe that call busted and they stopped making phone calls. Duh. Okay, you understand? We got past it.
Mm-hmm.
So, sometimes like if they're investors and they keep flipping them, personally, sometimes like maybe I don't work so hard at them, right? But that's not what this is. This is how do I set the appointment, right? So they've
Right.
sold 10
Yeah.
properties. Aaron, I appreciate that. You sold 10 properties on your own. My God, do you have a real estate license?
No,
Karen,
I don't need one.
Yeah, but geez, you would be good at this business, man. I could use you on my team. So let me understand. You're selling it on your own, right?
Right.
Okay. And you're saying 600,000, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the property? I'm sorry. What's the price you think cash buyer would take? You take. You think 550? No. You think 560? I'd do the same number. Okay. I'd do the same number. I'd play the game. Let's say they settle up at 585, just like David did in the other scenario, right?
Mhm.
And and I would say, I might be able to add something different. I may have a buyer that lets me. I'd set the appointment. Now, if I've set 3 appointments for this coming week, I should call back and do the Mike Ferry qualifying the listing appointment. Does everybody know that? Alex,
Yeah.
you know that? Qualifying the listing appointment? Mark?
No, I don't. Is that like calling to make sure that they're set for the following day, or just to remind them, or?
Great. I'll show it to you in a moment. Okay. It's called qualifying the listing appointment. So maybe I'd qualify the listing appointment and maybe if I really didn't want to go, I would qualify them hard and maybe not go, right? But that's not what it is. we don't have enough appointments, so we're going to learn something every listing appointment. I'd go. Okay. Patricia says she's having a problem with her mic. So she texts me here in our chat. I could not connect to audio, but here's my question. What do you do when you see a homeowner fixing the house? And I introduced myself and he said, yes, call me on Monday. And when I call on Monday, he said his wife has a realtor friend and he doesn't need me anymore. Okay. So, hey, man, that's the thing about real estate in South Florida. Everybody's got a driver's license. Everybody's got a real estate license, huh? We all know someone that has a real estate license, right? I mean, let's be clear. But you know, I understand that we've got a friend in the business. But geez, we want to make sure we keep our friends. We want to make sure we sell to make sure we get the highest and most cash in our pocket. And if it made a difference, Alex, if it made a difference, Karen, and what I mean by a difference, cash in your pocket, if I could put an additional $5,200, maybe $6,100, maybe as much as $6,800 extra cash in your pocket, I mean, you would want to know about it, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So 10:30 work, Monday? Cool. Hopefully that worked for you. That's one.
Actually, you said.
Go ahead.
Sorry. So you're obviously saying, you know, out of 3 calls, you should get 1.
Correct.
Out of the other 2, what are the instances that you finally say, okay, this one's not going to be it?
Nah, they hang up.
Like, they hang up?
Oh, you start talking, they hang up. Okay? I mean, really. I mean, that's it. Okay? So if they hang up, the next call, you got to be bigger. Okay? Don't change too much. Be excited for them. Oh my God, it's Ron Yanks from the Kai's Company. I saw your sign here in Weston. You're selling. Oh my God, where are you moving to? Oh my God, you know, I work this neighborhood. It's the first time I saw your sign. How long has it been out there? Don't be afraid to say you haven't seen, like if you see a sign, right, and you call on it, don't be afraid to say, I saw the sign, first time I saw the sign. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid. It's been out there for a month. Oh my God, you know, something about those little tiny for sale by owner signs, you know, typically when they're on a post, you know, they got the Kai sign, everybody recognizes it. And for mine, you know, I've got that magnetic thing so it reflects at night. Oh, it's beautiful. So tell me, where are you moving to? Why'd you decide to sell this? Such a wonderful neighborhood. I just love it myself. Why are you selling? Be more curious as to the why. It's all about the why. Okay? Figure out the why. Okay? Grandchildren in Orlando, the house is too big, the children's sold, we're trying to get and move to the beach, whatever it is. Try to find out the why. Some people are going to be evasive. They're not going to tell you, hey, I'm just testing the water. If I can get my price, I'll sell. Okay? They may do that. Yeah, it happens. But find out the why. Be excited for them. Be a little confused. Oh my God, this is such a great neighborhood. Why you decide to move out? Oh, you see, you know, Have a conversation with them. Get right back to the script. So I'm going to check. And if anybody got anything else, let me know. I'm checking something here.
What if everything they say, like as far as when you're asking them questions, why this, where you planning on moving to, everything they say is, That's personal information. No, that's personal information. None of your business.
So remember, what is their goal? Alex, what's their goal? Tell me.
Selling the home.
What else? They don't want to pay you.
They don't want to pay commission.
They're trying to avoid you. You know how many buyers call them? 1, 2. You know how many realtors call them? 100, 110. They're trying to avoid you. Like I said before, over the phone, they can be miserable. Set the appointment. They'll be nice. My first listing appointment, right? No, my first listing, right? So I call the for sale by owner sign. He tells me, he yells at me, don't come over here if you're expecting to get a listing. Floyd Surf was my manager. I did as I was told. I went anyway, right? Just like I'm telling you, go anyway. He's trying to frighten me over the phone. Most realtors scheduled the appointment. They didn't go. Don't come over here if you're expecting a listing. I'm not signing. I get there, right? I leave all my stuff in the car. All my stuff. I walk through the house. I start talking. It seems to be going okay. He sits me down at this big table. He calls his wife over. She sits down, right? And it's like, oh my God, this is going too good. What the heck, right? I had left everything in the car. I said, you know, I got some information in the car. You mind if I walk out and get it? He walked me out to get it. I bring back in, I show the stuff. He signs the listing agreement with me. 7.5%. Woo-woo! Okay, start the next week. Okay, he was a salesman, as it turns out. Sold fire extinguishers and fire suppression systems. He was a salesman. And sometimes the most miserable people over the phone are other salesmen because they know they could be sold. So once you get there, you're going to sell them. Just remember that. The ones that are toughest on the phones are going to be easiest when you get there because they're just trying to stop you and they're stopping everybody else but you. Okay? If they say, you know, you start off with, oh, that's personal. I don't know what we're asking. Hey, where are you moving to? Oh, that's personal? Okay, but you do have an exit strategy, right? Are you going to rent? I didn't know it's personal. Okay. Keep moving on, Alex. Okay. I want to see. Hold on a second. Resources. I'm looking for my online. Go to when you get a chance. Go to MikeFerry.com, right? And I'm here now. Expired. FSBO. Just listed. Just sold. Lead follow-up. Listing pan. Listing presentation. 1-minute presentation. Pre-qual. Here it is. Pre-qualifying a listing appointment. So I'm going to share screen now. Okay, pre-qualifying the listing appointment. Okay, so scripts are great. You must love scripts because they got a plan of action to get you into the house. Okay, Love scripts. I don't care if you do or don't. Love them. This script is pre-qualifying the listing appointment. So you set the appointment, let's say today for, Monday, and at some point you call them back and you qualify. Now, it depends. We want to go on qualified listing appointments, but it depends how much, depends how much issue I had with this, with this person, let's say I'm setting. So come Monday morning, yeah, I want to qualify. I'm probably just going to call the guy, just say, hey, I'm running on schedule, 10:30, 10:40, see you there. But if I was having other issues with it, then I'd handle this, pre-qualifying the listing. So Alex, before I come out, there's a number of questions I need to ask you, okay? Okay, so let me ask you, if what I say makes sense and you feel comfortable, confident that I can sell your home, are you planning to list your home with me when I come out Monday morning at 10:30? Okay? He can say no, right? Let's just say he says no. And then you just repeat it. I'm sorry, I'm confused. Not now over the phone, Alex, but when I meet face to face, eye to eye. And at that time, you feel comfortable that I can sell your home. You feel comfortable I can sell your home for your price, your terms, plus my commission. I mean, you consider it, right? Alex, you'd consider it, right?
I'm not planning on listing it, to be honest. I mean, I'll hear what
That's
you have
fair.
to say, but I really don't want to list the property.
No, the
I
last
want to
thing
sell
we'd
it
want
myself.
to do is list. Yeah, the last thing we'd want to do is list, just so you know. But not now. When we come out, I show you the information, we go over it, we have a talk. But at that time, you feel comfortable and confident I can sell your home. That price, terms, and conditions, I mean, you'd consider it, right?
We'll see.
Okay, so that's, you consider it, yes?
Yeah, I'll consider it.
That's a yes. Y-E-S, yes?
Yes.
Hey, he said yes, everybody. Not yeah, no.
Oh,
I got him to say Y-E-S. Okay, great. Then I move on. Okay?
oh,
So, are you planning on interviewing any more? Here's the rest of them. Are you planning to interview more than one agent for the job of selling your home? Tell me again, where are you moving to? How soon you see how much you want to sell your home for? How much? All these questions here are qualifying the listing appointment. And Alex, I just want to show you that you played hard. Thank you for playing hard. And you said no, and you said, I'm not going to do it. No. And then I just kept saying you'd consider it.
but yeah, man. So, but if you, I don't. So who going to pick up this up? No.
So you said I said you'd consider it, and you kind of said, yeah, that's like a half yes. Yeah, right? And then I repeat the same question 2 or 3 times. That's a yes? That's a why yes, yes? The most important thing in my mind is not getting a yeah, not getting I'll consider it, getting the words Y-E-S. Yes. That's it. Baby. Choo-choo. We're like 3/4 of the way there because no one else is going to get that. Okay? His mind told him he'd say yes. Okay? He said yes. When you get there, it's not about anything other than him feeling comfortable with you or her feeling comfortable with you or them feeling comfortable with you. If you feel comfortable, right? If you feel comfortable and confident, I can sell your home. That's all it is. It's not about the price, it's not about the terms, it's not about anything other than you matching their style and you make them feel comfortable, you answering all the questions, you going through the system, and then asking for the signature. How many times have you asked for the signature? Once, twice, 3 times. You can't call it a listing appointment. Sorry, Alex, unless you ask for the signature 3 times. Bravo. Guys, you're awesome. Last questions? Hit me, because we're done.
Thank you for your time, Ron.
Mirta, I appreciate you. Mark, did you have anything you wanted to cover? Anything special or anything interesting for you?
Oh, nothing else.
Okay, guys, listen, you know who I am. You got my contact information. If you make, we sent out some new numbers yesterday.
Yes.
Make some calls. Try it. If you have an issue, reach out to me. Let's role play one more time. Let's get through it. Smile, stand up, make the calls. Bye.
Thank you. Go Dolphins.
Bye.
Go,
Hell
Dolphins.
yeah.
Ron.
Hell yeah.